Hi everybody, this is Sloan Vincent with Diary of a Mad Black Trans Woman, and I got this picture. I love it so much, it's so 40s, so I put it in my bathroom to be inspired by my feminine new bathroom, and that's me. Hi you guys, so let's do some bath time, shall we? After that long week of putting on all that makeup and not going anywhere, it's nice to get in a hot bath. Oh, it's perfect, a hot bath. So I'm getting in the bathroom, you guys. If you see anything, please delete it, because I know you don't want to see anything like that. I made it. So yeah, so the lesson I've learned this week is, let's see, in moderation, stick to your boundaries, don't tell anybody your personal business. Keep your plans to yourself if they're important. And never trust anybody who doesn't talk about themselves just for a little bit. If you are talking to somebody and they say, you're like, so, I invited you to my house, we want to watch a movie or something, and they're like, take off your clothes. That's a problem. It's a problem to me because that means that I'm like officially a cheap prostitute that just is so desperate for some man to come over and touch her that she will allow them into her house. Enter Lavender Hill. That's my apartment. I'm naming it Lavender Hill after Eartha Kitt in the movie Boomerang. She's like, welcome to Lavender Hill. So that's my apartment. So I'm an old woman. And I'm like, Marcus, darling. So I'm turning into that girl. I love Eartha Kitt. She's fierce. God, my skin is good today, right? So, okay, I'll go back to why my skin is good. Yeah, so my boundaries. I'm not going to let somebody touch all of this fabulous velvety chocolate moistness. And you shouldn't let anybody touch your caramel ganache or your vanilla velvet cake lining on you unless, that's something you want to do. Just don't assume you're going to come over here and we're going to be all like freaky deaky. I know it's talking nasty on the phone, but God, can a girl get some fur play? Could you imagine prom night if I was like... That's my prom night. My prom night was like, I double dated with another girl, guy, and whatever. And I'm like, this prom, so we go to prom, we're all fierce. We walk in, 15 minutes, I'm like, this prom sucks. Let's go to a gay bar. So here we are at like in Colorado Springs at the Hide and Seek. And there's another place, what was it called? The Annex. The Annex was like 18 and over, but we're like all 16 and 17. We're all sneaking in. They didn't really care. But we got the limo ride home, and the girls were feeling tired. So like they're all talking and chatting, and I'm like, yeah, let's see what's in the limo bar. And they were drinking and drinking. Like drinking and drinking was like one shot. I'm in the bathtub. That's why I'm sweating. So don't judge me. That whole thing's done. They're all drinking like one little shot thing. For them was like, oh, we're so drunk. And I was looking at the other guy, and I was like, somehow we gimmick this up, and we're gonna like double date with real girls, and then like mess around. So I'm like, yeah, we're all gonna go to my house, and we're gonna watch movies. Because I lived in the fierce neighborhood called Rock Rimmon in Colorado Springs, which is very, oh my God, darling. That's why I talk like this sometimes, because everybody got a car for their birthday except for me. But so my parents are all upstairs, where the girls are on the what's it called? The family room. Oh my God, we got a family room. Wow. Okay, so for you homeless people out there, a family room is like the park. It's a place where you can really let your hair down. And we, like, the girls in our family room, and I'm like, so you want to go upstairs? He's like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm like, so girls, you guys can do whatever you want. You can have all the food. Take the cars if you want. But we're going to go to sleep. We're so tired. So, like, upstairs, like on the second level, with the basement, the main level. And on the third level, we had the bedroom. So my mom and dad were way down the hallway. And then there were 3 separate bedrooms at the other end, long hallway. So my mom was like, he can sleep in there. Because it was a weird house. It had a pink room, a blue room, and then there was my room that was all over the garage. So he's supposed to go in the blue room and go to sleep because that's designated his room. And then the pink room was going to be for the girls. But they ended up in the family room. I don't know what they ended up doing. Maybe they, I don't know. But we're like, I had a TV in my room. So he was like, he asked me, you want to watch TV? I'm like, yeah. So he's laying on the bed. I'm sitting I had a recliner in my room, sitting in a recliner, and we kept on doing this move. Until, I don't know, I remember like, oh, that's it. Michael Jackson's Thriller came on. And we're like, oh, that video is fucking scary, dude. I'm like, yeah, it is scary. my gosh, woo! Flashbacks. Michael Jackson, that's why I love you so. You're bringing people together. Just stay away from those kids. Anyway, so that's how it happened. So that was my prom night. But I'm realizing that my boundaries are important to me. I really didn't have any, so if you don't set any boundaries with people, like, of course, and I think you see all my pictures, she's all like, but I'm not that person. I'm just kind of funny and witty and photogenic, I guess. And I know my angles and I know where the light is. That's one of the important things. You have to know where your light is, and whatever the darkest part of your face is, you want to aim it towards that light so it hits it better. See, this is a good shot. Okay, because the light is in here. This is a bad shot. See, makes my face all long and little. This is really bad. But yeah, so as far as this whole, I felt like harassment and bullying, whatever, it's kind of like my inner thoughts projecting onto the world and seeing what the world looks at me. I'm already different. So you're seeing, just think of your average Minnesota person, okay? I'll do the guy one. The guy one, flannel shirt, trucker hat, beard, like maybe 30 pounds overweight. He's butch. The biggest thing he wants to do is like go home and have beer and maybe have some friends coming over and can barbecue with the girls. Kids can play with the little pool, get some fun times in. But they all have secrets too. That's just hypothetically. Don't think I'm generalizing. And here's the women. They're buttery blonde. Not all of them. They have that great root growing out. The real hair color. Where they were like broke before. And now they elevated to Viking player supermom on Sundays. And they're very, my casserole is the best hot dish on the block. That's what Jennifer said. Jennifer said hers is the best hot dish. What Jennifer's husband said mine was. He's like, what do you mean by Jennifer's husband? And that's how it starts. But now it's like, she's growing out her hair. She's got teenagers now. Her husband he's used to the buttery blonde, beautiful college girl look, and now he wants something exotic. And now he's looking around that beautiful Latin girl. And shit, she's got a fierce Asian friend. And what's that? That's that dude, and that's how it begins. So that woman, I need more hot water. That's like warm shoulders from God. So now that guy is like, maybe I'm just gonna go hunting with the guys. We're all gonna get an Airbnb in town. I'm gonna stay for the whole weekend. Meanwhile, before the weekend happens, it's Wednesday night, and he's like, I'm not gonna move the boys the whole trip, so I'll be loading up the ammunition on Tuesday. It takes me 15 hours to drive. If I leave early, I could have free time on my own. So he's like, yeah, I'll get the Airbnb. I'll meet you guys there, right? And then he stops in Coon Rapids because he's met somebody her name online, and her name is, let's hypothetically say, Cinnamon. Now, Cinnamon has been wanting to meet him all week because he's told her exactly what he wants to do, and he's new at the whole game. And she's like, yeah, I like those things too. I've always wondered when a guy like you, yeah, I have dreams like that of having a family and stuff. Well, I don't want to really talk about family. I don't have a wife and kids, but I truck drive and I like my life, but I don't have any kids. I just can't handle kids. Meanwhile, hold on a second, Cinnamon. Yeah, what's up? I told you I pay for that cheerleading next week. Yeah, the cheerleading class. Look, I'm up with the boys. Can you stop calling me so much because I have time on home church? Aren't you going to make that hot dish for my mom's wedding? She's like, God, he rushed me off the phone fast. Like, he does need some time alone. I mean, he did go to the soccer camp with me and the boys last week. Like, he needs a moment. He needs a moment. So, meanwhile, he's gone. She's getting some time with the kids. She thinks, yeah, I'm a cool mom. I'm all that mom. And so he's like, okay, the boys going to get up to the Airbnb in about 5 hours, so I got to get Cinnamon out of And Cinnamon's trying to work him. Cinnamon's like, yeah, I'm really busy. Because Cinnamon has 4 little guys waiting for her. He's been waiting for weeks to see Cinnamon. And Cinnamon's like, if you come now, maybe I can meet you. He's like, well, didn't we plan this 4 weeks ago? Well, I'm coming down with a cold. My mom's sick. she's played the whole game because now her time like before she's luring him in with a promise of spending all night with him, and now she's like, God, I got to rid of the guys, and I really need to make this money because I got a drug problem and kids of my own. Honey, my channel is gonna be fierce. It's telling you the secrets. I'm telling you secrets. It's time for me to tell secrets because I've seen so many secrets. But I'm not gonna say anybody's name and shit like that. So ultimately, the guy ends up with Cinnamon. Cinnamon didn't need money. She's like, I'm not a prostitute. But when he left, he gave Cinnamon $300 to shut her fucking mouth. And now he's with the boys. And the boys are looking at him and he's like, yeah, boys, I got my rifle bugs all shut up. We're gonna do some duck hunting. And all the other guys are like, somebody smells like something familiar here. And they all point at each other and they go, Cinnamon. Oh, fuck. And that's the story of Cinnamon from Coon Rabbits. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. I'll make my channel more fun like this because the whole depressing thing and fighting over a man is so stupid. Like, can you imagine? I'm like, yeah, he's mine. No, he's mine. Yeah, he's mine. Yeah, he's mine. The girl, come on. I just get it's really like people who want to compete with you, right? And they want you to be involved. And you're like, I don't even know your name. And they're like, I want you to be involved. You're like, I'm trying to go to work. I want you to be involved. You're like, what are you doing? And then they come in your personal space. I want you to be involved. Can you imagine if I was like, this is good practice for me when I become a celebrity? Because celebrities will have to they'll be jumping on my walls and stuff. So I need security. Can I hire security for like 50 cents a week or something until I get rich? I don't know, there's gotta be some kind of workout, some kind of trade. I can like mow grass to get security or something. But it is kind of cool. It's definitely my apartment. I love. Please God, let me keep this apartment. That you have to like ring me to get up. I love that mess. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God, for everything you do for me. I'm sorry if you saw a nip slip. It's not real. This is just AI. And I still love you guys all so much. And all you trans people out there, and all you people who love trans people out there, and all you women and you men, and in betweens, you have a great, fabulous weekend. And remember, feelings are not final or fatal. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi, Cinnamon.